it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. This is what we got to work with. It's supposed to clear up. We'll see. So I don't know if it was staying at this janky motel, but something has crawled up in my head last night. I don't know if it's from the dryness of the heater running in there or what, but I can't hardly talk. My head's all messed up. Should be an interesting hike if we get to make it happen. We have made it to Grayson Highlands Backpackers parking lot. This is now Saturday morning. We got here yesterday about 7 o'clock last night, and it was snowing and it was very, very cold. So we retreated to West Jefferson, got a motel room and stayed there overnight and came back here this morning. Snow is still on the ground, the trail is wet and sloppy, and the wind is whipping. It is going to be a very cold day. Temperature was 40. They're expecting wind gusts of up to 55 miles an hour. Good morning from the Old Man Hike Club. This is Saturday, April 13th, and we're in the winter wonderland known as Grayson Highlands. We got here last night about 7:30.
Something like that.
And it was snowing. So we retreated to West Jefferson, got a janky motel. I caught something in the motel last night, I don't know what.
Penicillin might cure it.
Yeah, I don't sound right.
I'm allergic to penicillin.
Came back to Grayson Highlands this morning and snow is still on the ground. Snow, it's what, 40 degrees?
Yeah, 30 something.
37.
We're here to die.
50 mile an hour wind gusts. It's going to be interesting. So we got some new people with us today. Well, we got OG is back with us. We got Joel. In the back there, we got Chad. We hadn't seen Chad in a couple years. And then we got Trip. Chad's buddy from Pennsylvania drove all the way down from Pennsylvania to hike with us this weekend. You're probably wishing you were back in Pennsylvania.
This makes me feel like home.
Okay. All right, so we got a 16-mile loop and we're gonna get going because it's cold. It's cold. Let's hike on.
Let's go.
This is what we were hoping to hike in. So we just got off Massey Gap. Now we're on the AT southbound. The wind is really whipping. If it wasn't for the wind, it wouldn't be so bad. But we're walking through slush. Already got wet feet. Got to keep moving or we're gonna freeze. So we made a little stop, putting some rain jackets on, try to stay warm. OG says we're good to go.
We're good.
Piece of cake.
We got this.
We got at least 2 or 3 miles of exposed hiking, and then we should get in the trees and should get a little warmer maybe, or less windy. We'll see. Winter wonderland in April. So once again, the weatherman got it wrong. It was supposed to be sunny and in the low 50s today. And we have, I don't know, it was 37 when we got here with wind gusts. Probably dropping it below freezing. Cold out here, but it sure is beautiful.
Not real happy with these.
I hear Chad. I see Chad. He's in the weeds. You're on video, by the way.
Hey, everybody.
Got a little break from the wind. But this is just beautiful hiking. We should be coming up to a rock formation called Fat Man Squeeze, which we've been through several times before. Yeah, almost dropped the camera. Been here many times before. This is Fat Man Squeeze, although I've never been through in the snow.
Yeah. It's so easy to walk it. But what fun with it?
How was it for you, Chad? Misery.
We got Chad and Trip in the distance here. It's probably an eighth of a mile behind us. Alright, we just turned off onto AT southbound to Pine Mountain Trail. And looks like the blue skies are starting to come out, but the wind is still whipping. We should be a little more protected in the trees from the wind. So as long as we're moving, we're staying warm. It's when we stop that you get cold. And feet are soaked. I don't think I can even feel my feet. They're numb from the snow and the ice. So it's starting to warm up, and now what's happening is all the snow is melting off the tree limbs, and it's like it's raining on us, so we got to put our rain jackets on.
Here comes the Sasquatch lumbering through the forest. Hey, Chad.
Hello. Finally the sun came out. Warmed up. I don't know if it's warmed up, but the wind's a little calmer.
All right, we have just intersected the Appalachian Trail northbound, but we're actually going to go southbound for 1.5 miles to Scales. We just came off the AT, and we are now at a place called Scales. We're gonna go in here. We actually go across, and then we go up this hill, and then we run this ridge. So it's actually turned out to be a pretty beautiful day, which is kind of why we kept going when we wanted to go turn around and go home. But it's still wet and sloppy, very sloppy. Our feet are wet as they can be. And right now the wind is calming down a little bit, so it's turned out to be a pretty good day. All right, we stopped at Scales for lunch, and Chad and Trip have caught up to us. This is the point where we're splitting up, and you guys are taking the AT, and we're going to take first peak trail. We got what, 6 miles to go to camp? Joel? 7? We'll see y'all there. This is our first sighting of ponies in Grayson Highlands. They were smart enough to lay down until it got warm. We weren't very smart. We continued hiking in the snow and the cold. Here we go. Give me a kiss. There you go. There you go. A little horse kiss. This is a view from the First Peak Trail. It's almost like we're on top of a bald. A little less snow here. And off in the distance is where we came from. If the wind wouldn't be so breezy, it'd just be beautiful out, but the wind is really dropping the wind chill. But we're sure glad to have the sun out. Alright, so it's finally warming up enough where we could shed a layer. I've been hiking in a base layer, a mid layer, and a rain jacket to try to keep the wind from cutting right through me. And so I got rid of the rain jacket finally. So it's getting a little nicer. Trail is not as slushy. And with this wind, it's actually kind of drying it out. So the wind's cold, but it has another purpose. So we'll take it. There's probably a lot of snow runoff, melted snow. We have turned off First Pine Trail and are now on Cable Trail. K-A-B-E-L. We are 3 miles from camp. We should be there by no later than 4 o'clock. But no snow down here, so elevation makes a big deal of difference when it comes to snow versus no snow.
As you all know, Chad and I went a different way than Al and Joel and Aaron, and so ours was shorter. We did the AT instead, and there's supposed to be a footbridge to cross over the stream, and as you will see, there is no footbridge. So once the other 3 get here, we'll work out a game plan. Should be interesting.
We've made it to camp. OG is all set up. What time did we get here? 3:30?
About 3:30.
3:30? Okay. So we did good. And what a remarkable difference from this morning.
What a day.
Yeah. I mean, not a cloud in the sky. I have no layers on. I just have my
Hiking shirt.
hiking shirt and shorts, and that's it. I'm here and set up.
What's up, Al?
Where's Joel at?
I'm in the rhododendron.
Let's go check it out.
Don't get jealous.
Dang, that looks pretty good. Wow. That's awesome right there. Got the creek right next to him. So this is going to be our water source. But we also have to cross this tomorrow. We got to cross over there, so it looks like it's going to be a wet foot morning. Chad and Trip are set up on the other side. All right, so check out Aaron's fashion sense on the trail. He's got down booties on with his flip-flops or sandals. That's an impressive look right there.
It's a look.
It's a look. Only on the trail could you get away with something like that. All right, we're getting ready to make some dinner. Getting hangry. All right, so I got chicken fajita mix. Joe, you got spaghetti and meatballs?
Spaghetti meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs. OG's eating.
I've moved on to dessert.
He's in dessert. Cinnamon swirl bites. He had ramen for dinner.
Double ramen.
Double ramen. All right, so we got the food up. We'll see if it's there in the morning. good morning from the Old Man Hiking Club. This is Sunday, April 14th. And what a tale of two hikes yesterday. The first 3 hours we were in wind gusts of 50,
Blizzard.
60 miles an hour, wind chill in the 20s. But OG said we were good to hike, and thankfully we listened to him, because on the last half of the hike it was absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So we had a good night last night, had a great campsite last night. And we got an obstacle first thing this morning. We're going to be crossing, was it Little Wilson Creek?
Yeah.
And it's cold.
It is cold, ice cold. So it's
Gotta go get our feet wet.
embrace the suck, yeah. We're going to be hiking with wet feet the rest of the day. We got about 4 or 5 miles to get out, and then we're going to go get us some
Pizza.
Pizza.
High on the mountain.
Yeah,
Fine
so
mountain.
we're gonna break from Mexican, and we're gonna get some pizza. What was that town? Lansing.
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 Yeah, so Pie on the Mountain in Lansing. All right, you ready to hike on?
Let's go.
Hike on.
Let's go.
Here's our first obstacle, Little Wilson Creek. All right, Joel, let's see your facial expression as your feet get wet.
Wow.
Was that refreshing?
That's cold.
That's cold.
That is very cold. And that is cold. Ice cold.
That was a short hike on Cable Trail. We are now turning right on Big Wilson Creek Trail. Up the hill we go. That was a short little uphill hike on Big Wilson Creek Trail. We are now on Bear Pen Trail, and we are headed this way. All right, that was very short. Quarter mile. We are now on the AT southbound trail. For the most part, it's been pretty sloppy. It's like walking through a creek. This is all from the snow melt off running down the mountain. This is just magnificent. This is Wilson Creek. All right, we stopped here at the Wise Shelter. We've been here before. It's a great shelter. Ran into about 5 northbound hikers. We got the privies down that way. And then you can see the mountaintops in the background. That's what we're climbing shortly. It's just turned out to be a beautiful day. So we are continuing AT south. Climbing up that. This is the AT Spur Trail, which will take us down to the parking lot. But we are going to continue down AT southbound, and we're going to tie it back into Massey Gap where we started. And with today being so nice, we'll get to see some of the sights that we didn't get to see yesterday because of all the snow and the wind. So let's check it out. There are several cool things about Grayson Highlands. One of them is these crazy rock formations and these balds that we hike here. And then the other one is the ponies, which we saw a few yesterday. That's all we saw. We might get to see some today, I'm not sure. Check out this view we got. What a difference 24 hours makes. We climbed those 2 hills there yesterday and they were covered in ice and snow. This whole area was ice and snow. Look at it now. It don't matter how many times you come here, it never gets old. There's somebody on top of that rock formation. And here we are at the backpacker parking lot. go for the big finish. Here we go. End of hike. Yay. There we go.
I know it's a thing.
All right, guys, what'd you think?
Thing,
OG, what'd you think?
It was nice. It was a tale of 2 days.
Yeah.
But really good to be back in Grayson Highlands. So cool getting to run into through hikers. But thank you guys for bringing me along again.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Glad to have you. Joel?
It was great.
This is your first official hike with approval from your doctor.
Yes,
backpack.
this is official. First official hike. It was good. It was real good.
All right.
I could have done without Saturday, first part of yesterday, but it turned out awesome. It turned out to be a great weekend.
All right, Chad, how about yourself?
Awesome hike. I'm with Joel over there. I could have done without first part of yesterday, but today was awesome.
Yeah.
Gorgeous hike today. So yeah, enjoyed it.
All right, and I would agree. Yesterday was a little unnerving with the snow and the ice. We questioned whether or not we should continue. OG is much more experienced at this than we are, and he gave us some good advice and said continue on. So we kept on, and we're glad we did, because today was beautiful, and the last half of yesterday at the campsite stuff was beautiful. So it turned out to be a great hike. Let's go get us some pizza. All right, so we each got a 12-inch pizza. Looks good, smells good. We'll do a review at the end of this, after we finish it off. All right, so we were at Pie in the Mountain. I can't hardly talk. Pie in the Mountain in Lansing, North Carolina. And so we each ordered our own 12-inch pizza. So Chad, what'd you think of yours?
Oh, it was great. I recommend the Carnivore.
Carnivore, OG.
Yeah, I don't have much left. It was awesome.
It's good. Joel.
Mine's gone. Mine was incredible.
Now, what do we have? The Firehouse? Yeah, so OG and I had the Firehouse.
I just had a pepperoni and sausage.
Joel had the pepperoni sausage, and Chad had the carnivore. It's very good. So,
Get here early.
get here early. So, we'll see you until next month. Hopefully I'll sound better. Bye.